Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your first fighter into the cage. In the red corner, Jamie Reynolds.
Jamie Reynolds representing Macmillan Martial Arts, making his way down to the shock and awe cage. Experienced campaigner, 6-4-0 record. This fight for the vacant lightweight title. Reynolds extremely excited to come down here and challenge a huge fan favourite in Ollie Davidson for it.
And please welcome his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, Ollie Davidson! Ladies and gentlemen, Shark and all proud and free. Final rounds for the vacant Professional Lightweight Championship. Sponsored by Rocky Computer Services. Coming through to your live and exclusive on MMATV.com. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Are you ready for And in the red corner, the record 6 wins and 4 defeats, weighing 154.6 pounds, fighting out of Macmillan MMA here in England. Put your hands together for the first challenger, Jamie Reynolds. And his opponent fights out of the blue corner, the record 3 wins and 2 defeats, weighing at 154.5 pounds. Representing Gym 1 in England, please welcome the second challenger, Ollie Davidson! Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Rich Mitchell.
You will obey my instructions at all times, and you will keep fighting till I tell you to stop. Now touch gloves and step back.
3 final rounds for the lightweight title.
Vacant lightweight title on the line here. Jamie Reynolds in the grey trunks, taking on Ollie Davidson in the black short Venom trunks. I'm David Leatherby, alongside me, Colin Howes. Colin, the crowd are pumped up for this one. A lot of support for Ollie Davidson.
Yeah, Ollie's a real likeable person. You know, he's got a lot of fans here. He trains hard and he's very unorthodox. from striking to wrestling to his jiu-jitsu. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
Football chants in the crowd for Gym 01 favourite Ollie Davidson. And it shows something for the support. The Davidson's main event over Brett Caswell, to be honest, because Brett's not short of fans down here, but Davidson taking it to another level. And another takedown from Davidson, greeted with cheers from the crowd.
Yeah, well done for that takedown for Ollie. What I'm looking around here and what I've noticed is that, you know, this place is still full. You know, normally this time of night, the last fight, people have seen the fighters that they want to see. This place is actually still full, and everyone's really seems to be into this fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a fantastic show for Shock and Awe. I mean, extremely well organised, and the fact that we started with, I think it's 23 fights, and you know, it's 10 o'clock and we're into the last one, says it all about how this show's been run. Yeah. Fantastic logistics from Gareth and Brian and the team, and now we've got this lightweight title main event to enjoy, and Davidson trying to get busy down there, but Reynolds showing a high guard, Colin.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing. Ollie, for me, is maybe a little bit too far forward. That's where you would normally get caught. But like I say, he's so unorthodox. Speaking to Reynolds before, he says he hasn't really worked on anything specific. He trains all year round. He's just maybe his cardio and intensity is going to bring more of this time. But
looking for a triangle, maybe.
Yeah, Ollie staying heavy on the legs. Oh, nice sweep, beautiful sweep there.
Fantastic work from Jamie Reynolds, and he moves himself straight into mount here. Davidson turning his back.
Wow, is that Ollie gave his back there? I'm not sure.
Both hooks in for Reynolds.
Yeah. I mean, he looks to be in control. Ollie does, but you know, that was a mistake.
Yeah, I guess you understand, Colin, people giving up their back if they're shipping shots in mount, but he hadn't really taken any damage, had he? He was very quick to give up his back.
Yeah, I think he thought he could maybe explode out of there.
Yeah, maybe that falling down into the unorthodox sort of skills that you pay reference to, and sometimes it doesn't pay off, does it?
Yeah. You know, he's been here many times before. He knows what to do. But, you know, now he's got to work twice as hard to get back to where he was.
Yeah. Yeah, good work from Reynolds to take the back here. Both hooks in. That looks like it might be sneaking under the chin there. Difficult to tell from our vantage point. Davidson does well to strip that hand.
Ollie's got to be careful here. He's got to look away from the choke. Look away from the choke and try and slide his back onto the mat. So he needs to slide right, kill a hook, and then maybe look to go to a half guard position.
Yeah, Davidson doing well to fight the hands and now try to explode out of it. Good work. Reynolds looking for the triangle, though. He's got wrist control there, Colin.
Yeah. Ollie's called the eel for a reason. Hopefully he won't make that mistake again. You know, it's not the best thing he could have done. Another lovely sweep. Now we've got the leg lock. The leg lock sequence that everybody at Gym 01, you know, it works.
Looking for the heel hook.
Yeah.
Knee bar, maybe.
Yeah, knee bar position.
Reynolds going for a toe hold of his own.
The problem is Reynolds is 2 steps behind. Ollie's already in a better position.
Yeah, Reynolds needs to concentrate on getting out of there. He needs to leave that foot alone, I think, Colin, at the moment.
Yeah, don't answer a leg attack with a leg attack. You know, you'll fall foul if you do that. Oh, nice strong knee bar.
Oh, that knee bar looks tight. There's 10 seconds. He might not survive this.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Good heart shown by Reynolds. He pulled that knee at the end.
Yeah, nice control from Reynolds there.
Yeah, and you know, Davidson spent a good amount of time with his back taken there, so could have easily dropped that round. It's a good round for Jamie Reynolds. Showed some classical sweeps, Colin, as well, didn't he?
Beautiful, beautiful jiu-jitsu. And again, that attacking style, you know, anybody who trains MMA and is watching this, if you can be busy off your back, you know, you're not necessarily losing, you know, even if you're trying to stand up, it's really good to see. The judges love it. And if you can sweep somebody from that position, then even better. I really like to see a busy guard from the back, not just holding on to get a stand-up by the referee.
Yeah, well-matched bout thus far. Rich Mitchell calls the fighters together for the second round, and we're underway. Davidson looking for a big hook, lands a left hand, but Reynolds able to clinch him and get it straight down to the floor.
Ollie with the whizzer, but he shows him his back again. He's got to be careful with that.
Good work from Reynolds to take that back there. He was very shallow on it, Colin, but he did well, didn't he?
He did.
In this familiar position, we've been here in the first round.
Ollie doing the right thing there, making sure there's always an arm underneath. You see, this position, the higher man wins. You can't choke somebody above you. So if Ollie can move his hips back, move his head back towards Reynolds, then it's going to be tough to get a choke. That being said, he has to kind of escape this position.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good point, isn't it, that even if he's not close to the choke, I mean, Reynolds is going to be keen to just stay here, Colin, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Like we saw Brett Caswell do for the last round in the last fight.
Yeah, the onus is on Davidson to escape at this point. Reynolds cannot get the sub and still win this. Crossing his feet there.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That old school jiu-jitsu in Colin
There you
House.
go. That's
there
exactly
you go.
what you're talking about.
That's
you know,
a lot of pressure.
That is a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. He keeps him crossed though. Doesn't seem to bother him.
Helio would be turning in his grave at this point, but Jamie Reynolds has shown some fantastic jiu-jitsu, it has to be said, thus far, and this back control has worked out well for him. And this time, Davidson not able to spin into the guard of Reynolds, and Reynolds flattens him out, much more dangerous. Have to be said, Colin, fantastic performance from Jamie Reynolds thus far, the Macmillan martial arts man. Not got many fans here for him compared to Davidson, but it's been a great performance thus far, hasn't it?
It has. Ollie needs to watch for the arm triangle. Okay, he does well to move out of there. Ollie has to get up. He can't allow the hooks to go back in. Can't allow them to get back in.
Fight is right in front of us here. His commentary position. Davidson tries to buck his man off the top and looks like he's going to be successful.
A better position for Ollie now, but still not out of the woods yet.
Oh, great work from Reynolds. I was for sure he was going to get bucked off there, Colin.
Yeah, really good jiu-jitsu from Reynolds. It's total control, total control.
Elects to stand one of the hooks on the floor. A little unusual, but it's worked for him thus far, and maybe he uses that to drag it back to the ground. Great work again. This round has been one-way traffic thus far. He tries to snake back in like he did in the first round.
Dominating round from Reynolds.
Yeah, he's been like a backpack, Colin, hasn't he? Just stuck to Davidson.
And he's never really been in any trouble. An explosive move there from Ollie. A better position, but he needs to turn around. He doesn't want to have his back taken again.
He needs to get that back to the cage.
Much better for Ollie now.
Not sure how long's left in this round. Reynolds again looking for that wrist control, Colin.
Yeah, nice work from Ollie for not getting taken down. But you know, if I'm honest, Reynolds has been really dangerous here, so it's not necessarily the best place to be. But Ollie has to work, you know. He really is behind, I think.
Everything Ollie Davidson does is greeted with massive cheers around here. We see a little picture of the crowd there, massive support for him. Each elbow and each punch, getting a big cheer from the crowd. But he's got a big deficit to make up for in this round, Colin, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he's really doing some damage with those elbows. You can see a nosebleed there. It looks like a nosebleed for Reynolds.
Yeah, one of those elbows.
Oh, big shot.
Must have got through.
Big shot.
Second round is finished. Good ending for Davidson, but I mean, in my mind, Colin, certainly nowhere near enough to win that round. I mean, it's a tough one. You know, Reynolds wasn't landing any damage, but for me, the back is still, you know, one of the most, if not the most dominant positions you can get to in MMA, and he spent so long on his back that I don't think that was enough for Davidson to make the round even close, in my opinion.
No, you're right. It does seem though that Ollie's got a second wind. You know, that finish at the last round there. It looks like he's got his second win. He looks determined. You know, I'm looking at him now. He's talking to Brian, and he can see he wants to win this.
Oh, certainly. He's got massive support, and I mean, just going from the two in the corners, you'd say that Reynolds definitely looks a bit more fatigued now. He's got a lot of work to stay on the back of his man, and I think, I'm not sure if his nose was broken or there was quite a bit of blood coming down from the nose in that round.
Seems like a bit of a dent in his nose there.
Yeah. Let's see how busy Davidson gets here.
Oh, a nice spinning kick.
Nice right hand from Davidson. Reynolds in a double stuffed.
Yeah, looking like a second win from Ollie. Oh, spinning elbow, but you know, he's giving his back up again. He goes for a rolling knee bar.
Wow,
beautiful.
If this gets finished, this would be a fantastic submission. Going back for that toe hold. We've seen it from Gym 01 fighters tonight, Colin.
Switching for the toe hold. He could really get this. He could really get this.
Good work from Reynolds, putting weight on that foot, Colin, staying heavy on it.
Excellent work. Ollie's not in the best position now.
Needs to watch for that head and arm. And Reynolds moves forward into mount just when you think he's in trouble, Jamie Reynolds. The jiu-jitsu gets out of it, but good reversal from Davidson.
Ollie powers out of that. Yeah, Ollie on top. He finished strong that last round with the elbows and the strikes. I think really he wants to be looking to do that again. Putting the pressure down now. Nice up kick there from Reynolds.
A lot of blood coming from the nose of Jamie Reynolds.
Those elbows going in there.
Yeah, nice little short elbows from Ollie Davidson, keep him busy.
Reynolds fighting back.
Reynolds looking for a sweep, maybe. Got that single butterfly hook in.
Yeah, looking for the butterfly sweep. It's almost like a scissor butterfly sweep. He's got to watch his arm there.
Good work from Davidson, stays heavy on top. The question, I guess, is, Colin, is it going to be enough for him to ground out this round in top position, or does he need a finish?
Yeah, I think he may need a finish. I mean, he's doing well keeping the top position. And like I say, it looks like he's got his second wind, but yeah, he needs to finish, I think.
Chris Batchelor scores about 29-28. Mike Williams scores about 30-27, and Paula Horton scores about 30-27. All three in favour of your winner by unanimous decision. And now, Shock and Awe lightweight champion in the blue corner, Ollie!
Every day, just got to take your time, get through. In the second round, I'll bring it out, and in the third round, just a massive explosion of energy that took you through, dominating the top. Get the title, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Obviously, you're over the moon, close decision when it came to the final thing. Did you think you done enough? You obviously had a great third round.
I thought it was very tight. All I remember is being on top of it, with my back, but that was all. It's all about me. We dominated that point. Every time I was on top, a lot of takedowns, we let the ground out. I think the KP was all back up. But just took the time, relaxed, and it was amazing feeling. After we get back, it was the best feeling around the world. And now we celebrate Christmas, January, another baby's been born.
Congratulations, man. You have to be one of the best supported fighters down there. I mean, to be made of Brett Castro says it all. You've got a massive amount of people. How does it feel to pick up the title in front of these guys?
That third round, if I didn't have all you guys cheering, I would not have made it through that. That gave me an extra football. It's not bad. You guys are the type of women that men. And it was amazing the fact I heard something on the point actually saying, come on Ollie, over here. And I was like, get your ass on the floor and bloody work. And that's that. Pushed me so much. Amazing, I love it so much. Amazing.
So, you've got the win, you've got the belt now. Where are we next to see? You're going to see on the April show?
Hey, I'm going to live time off my wife because I already have fought 5 times this year. Went 4-1 this year. And did it for a couple of tournaments. So next 5 months I'm going to spend with my wife, my amazing wife, and then I'm going to come back April to defend my title.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand for your new champion.